Hey everybody. So I wanted to tell you about another interesting conversation that I had with one of my clients last night. I got a phone call from one of my guys, and he was feeling really down. And so naturally, I want to do anything that I can to help him. So we start to talk, and he said, Pete, I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling frustrated. I'm feeling disappointed. And I just don't know, what's happening here. I feel like I'm slowing down. And we all get like that. This fitness journey, this desire to stay at the top of the food chain physically, it's not easy. And depending upon everything from the weather to how much sleep we're getting to our workloads, we will get down in the dumps. And so my primary charter is to keep everybody motivated, keep them talking, understand what might be going on, so that once we understand what's going on, we can remedy it, or at least address it, be cognizant of it in order to combat it and punch through. So he's like, Pete, I'm feeling heavier or weighted down or slower. I can't explain it, and whatever it is, it's got me feeling frustrated and disappointed. And I just don't know what I'm going to do. And so naturally, as you know from my previous podcasts, I go into question mode. I want to seek first to gain an understanding. So I ask him, what's been going on? How's it going? Have you been getting your cardio in? Because naturally, cardio is a critical component when we are trying to get in shape, get healthy, and stay healthy. Got to do 30 minutes so that we double our metabolism for 24 hours. So there's my first question. Are we getting our cardio in? He's like, yeah, Pete, I'm getting my cardio in. I'm on the bike for 30 minutes at a time, and I'm sweating like you're telling me to, and I'm making sure that I'm ticking up the speed or the incline in order to keep it real aggressive, and in order to make sure that I'm burning calories. So that's working. I said, okay, well, let's talk about your lifting. You said you're feeling heavier, you're feeling weighed down. Have you lowered your reps? Are you doing more weight and lower reps? Because sometimes that will have an impact on how you feel, because naturally higher weight, lower reps is more of a bulky strength building movement, as opposed to lower weight and higher reps, which is a ripping up or a vascularity type of movement. He said, no, man, I hadn't changed my reps. I've been going up a little bit in the weight, but that's only because I've been able to keep my rep count where we had designed it after we did his body blueprint. I said, okay, well, let's talk about your diet. Are you sticking to the 000 diet? Are you trying to stay as close to 0 fat, 0 starchy carbs, 0 sugar as possible? He's like, absolutely. He's like, I've really got momentum there, I think. He said, I understand that I'm getting my carbs and vegetables. I'm eating enough vegetables where I'm not losing my energy level. I'm able to maintain during the day. I'm able to function. My moods are straight. So it's not that either. I'm like, okay. Well, what else are you eating? Have you had a steak or something like that? Or, did you eat a burrito? He's like, no, I haven't done any of that. He's like, but, he goes, well, I did, I have been trying these protein shakes. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, a buddy of mine recommended, whey protein because, I'm working so hard and it helps rebuild and yada, yada, yada. And I said, well, there's your problem. He's like, well, what do you mean? I said, well, let's talk about it. Let's back out and then step back in. How do you feel? I feel weighted down and bloated and slow. Okay, what has changed? Nothing except the addition of a protein shake. There you have it. And so once we got to talking about that component that was arbitrarily added, we both came to understand that this is not something that we want to be introducing into a diet when we're trying to lose weight, rip up, and become physically fit. We get our nutrients from real food. We get our nutrients from healthy liquids. We do not ingest water-retaining, bloated synthetic fluids that our body can or cannot break down with little regard for the actual physiology of a person, because these things are not regulated by the FDA. So we never really know what kind of impact they have short-term or long-term, we only know how we feel. And y'all, I'm a broken record with this thing. It's all about how we feel. So forget about whether or not it's regulated. Forget about whether or not it's introducing protein to help rehab the muscles. Forget about all that. This guy felt bad. He was on point. He was doing what he needed to do. He felt great about himself, and then crash. He tried something left of center that I don't recommend, and the wheels damn near fell off. I'm glad that a part of the program is one-to-one coaching. I'm glad he's got the ability to talk to me, whether he's feeling up or down about life or fitness or diet or whatever, because we can work through these things. For every problem, there is a solution. So I just want to put that out there. There is a method to the madness, and if we just apply a little bit of common sense and self-discipline, which we all have, everything's going to work out just fine. Everything's going to take care of itself. Okay? Cheers.